Hi, and today I'm going to be working from home. It's bank holiday, so I thought it would be nice to do something here, and it's a lovely sunny day and I wanted to be at home. So a lot of people tell me, however, that they don't have the space or it's difficult for them to do that at home, to have their paints. So I'm going to show you my setup, and you can see how simple it is, how I make it, so I can, if I'm inspired, I can pick something up and do something at home. Okay, so here we are. You can see I've got my watercolours and my brushes and some water and all my towels, the paper towels, and I've just got this on a table, small glass table with some gate legs. That's all I've done. I've got my crayons ready, and what we're going to do today is we're going to work small. I love doing these little cards. I know I'm known for doing great big paintings, but it's also really nice to do some drawings, and really this carries on from the last video of doing some free drawing, because I do these free drawings and then I paint them, and you know, I suppose you could say they're in the style of Picasso. It sounds a bit over the top, that, but you know what I mean. And I just get some nice little cards, and that's what I paint. So I've got a beautiful view outside my window, which I shall show you. So who wouldn't be inspired to paint at home on this lovely sunny day? So let's get started. So to begin with, I'm just taking this little piece of card. I bought these cards and some envelopes, and you know, I always think they're lovely if it's somebody's birthday or you want to give a present. There's nothing quite like doing something really personal like making them a card. So you know, as I said in the previous video with the free drawing, so you're just going to relax and let your pencil move to where you want to go. I just use a pencil. You can use a pen, but I'll come to that a little bit later. But for me at the moment, I'm just using a pencil. So basically I'm just going to start, and I'm going to make it quite simple. Just see what happens. I don't want it too complicated. That might actually just be enough for now. And I'm going to look at that and think, oh yeah, there's some interesting shapes going on in there. What more could I do with it? So for example, I might take this up to here, and I'm going to join this up here. I like this going on, so I'm going to take that over and see what might happen. I've got sort of some interesting shapes going on, and I'm just going to add a little bit to it just to give it an extra kind of balance. So I've got some kind of face happening. I'm going to turn it round so you can see. So you can see I've got like eyes and the head, but it's kind of intertwined, which is really nice. And so then I might just start defining this and add some thing to it. So I'm going to put an eye in here, and I might bring this down for a nose. I might use this as a lip and bring it down, and see what's kind of happening. It's sort of interesting when you just kind of look into it and see, you know, what could I do? So there you go. So I've got something actually forming. So just with the free drawing, you know, I'll just, you know, give you an example here on some paper. You know, again, if I was to divide that into two and you know, practice to start with, and you know, see what might happen. You're just doing a combination of, you know, nice drawings. You're not starting off with an idea of it being something. You're actually, you know, just beginning and seeing what will happen. And inevitably something will. So then you can sort of start adding to it and see, you know, what can I do with this? So that's kind of a good thing to do, to practice. And I have a sketchbook full of these things, and I've done lots of different kinds of things like this. And then I'll show you the one that I started, which I showed you a little bit before. So this is the one that I've begun. And I'm using a combination of watercolour crayons, which are here, there's my yellow, and my watercolours, which I showed you before. And the interesting thing is with the watercolour crayons, you know, they're so easy to take with you wherever you are. And so let's go back to here. So if I wanted to do something with this, I might just fill in a space here. And then with my watercolour, let's get that brush, I'm just going to go into, you see, it's lovely. It's just taking up the crayon. So it's like a watercolour, but you've done it with crayons, which is so simple. And you know, you can be really, really creative. You know, I'm all for being creative, as you know, and just experimenting like that. Even if you don't have watercolours, you can get some crayons and a watercolour pad or just some sketch pad, and you can practice. And it takes up so little space, you know, that and the watercolour crayons. These are some that I've got, you know. These were €190, but you know you can do some interesting things. Then the other thing I've got is some some watercolour actual crayons like this. So I could also use this. This is a bit stronger, but if I want to just experiment with this, this is what I would do. I'm not going to fill it all in, but I then get my brush, and where's my thing? There it is. And then again, just go into that. Look how lovely that is. And you can get kind of a bit of a texture, because where I've gone into it deeply, it's going to be stronger. And then take some of the water off. I can then come down the side and it's a little bit lighter. So you can see all the different things that you can do very, very simply, which you can easily do at home with very little space on the dining room table or in the kitchen. Maybe with the, let's see what happens with that. I can make it paler, and I might just add to it. Let's see what happens with that. More water on there. So it's better to put the crayon on first, and then the water after it, because that's not actually blending in the same. But I'd be able to go back to it once it's dried. I'll be able to do some more with it. So you can see that just from, you know, something very, very simple, that you can create some, you know, really nice cards. I've shown you that one already, and then this was another one that I did. And, you know, they're really fun and easy, and you can have a really good time just experimenting. You know, I put some crosses in here and some circles, and the thing that I use for that, I've got some acrylic felt tips here, and these are nice. Let's have the red ones. So we've got red there, so I can do some things with this. And this is acrylic, so you can outline different things with that if you want. You can do the drawing straight away with that, and you can fill that in if you want to. Okay, and then also I've got, if I'm working on if I've already done a picture and I want to put some white on it, for example, I've got a white pen here. I don't know if this is dry yet, and I can put some marks on that if I want to in white. And then, you know, you can also do something in black. Maybe I'll do an outline here in black. You see, so you can do some really interesting things with very few tools. You know, I've got a few felt tips. I've only got the basic colours of black, red, blue and yellow. I've got my crayons and I have my watercolours, but that's not actually, you know, totally necessary. But you can buy a very small box of watercolours for, you know, very inexpensively. And I will be doing a video on watercolours. But this is a really nice way to start doing some cards. So I'm going to finish these and I'll come back to you with the result. But it's a really nice way to work at home when you've got, you know, a little bit of time and you feel inspired. You don't need a great big space to be able to do it. Okay, so enjoy.